Hello folks, it's Driver Films on the Driver Film Shortwave channel, and this video is going to be a bit different. Quite recently I've been watching Radio Crunch's live streams. I'll link his channel below and try and put on card things up here. Where he repairs radios, mainly Roberts radios, hackers. He did the Tube radio a couple of weeks ago, and it's kind of inspired me to delve into radio repair myself. Now, I'm not electronically minded. Yes, I know what a resistor does, I know what a capacitor does, I know what an LED does, you know, I'm not fully up on it, but I thought, well, if we're going to start repairing radios, I'm not going to dive in and do the really big stuff, you know, start recapping Roberts radios and realign them, etc. So I went on to eBay just to see if I can start off easy, and I bought a Transistor radio, Philips 172, and the idea was I was going to video everything I was doing, you know, taking it apart and cleaning it up, etc. Anyway, this radio said spares not working, can be used as a film prop, and I have no idea what film this could have been used for, or what theatre production, you know. But I thought, you know, I'd have a go anyway. And as soon as it arrived, I'm like a kid in the candy store, I just started working it straight away. I have taken pictures though, and a bit of a video. So this is more going to be a commentary with pictures, so here it is anyway. And I do apologise for the crookedness of the film, because I was just using my phone with my hand, and here it is anyway, so make of it what you will. So this is how it arrived, not fantastically packaged. In fact, just a bit of cardboard and then wrapped in a bin liner, but can't complain, spares and repairs. So this is how it looked originally. You can see that battery had leaked on the inside. I think it looked like it'd been left face down, so all of the lovely battery acid and gubbins in there just leaked all over the face. It was absolutely horrible. And here's a bit of a video. Right, so the spring for the battery thing is absolutely rusted to hell. But I found the battery, not the right one, who cares? And
degrees today, that's rather nice, isn't it? Rather nice. 28 by the weekend as well. Nuts. Those were the tramps, and speaking of which, this is like a summer fashion faux pas.
Let's try the other band. No idea what it's tuned to, but V has success, yeah. Case needs a bloody clean up, and got to try and get this off somehow. It's a pin. Come on, focus, God's sake. It's a pin on the other side and it's holding that knob in, so I have to try and get that off or take this off. Clean the dial up and I think it's done. So looking on the inside, quite a bit of damage on the battery, a bit of fluff and crap. Circuit board didn't look to be in too bad a condition. The capacitors looked alright. I didn't recap this one. Don't think it is actually worth it for this radio, to be honest, but I might do in the future. On the other part of the case, more battery damage, and you can see the terminal is just absolutely rusted. I'm going to see the battery acid. Luckily there was a little schematic in there, although it was absolutely microscopic, and luckily I didn't need it. It's a simple enough circuit anyway. So I unscrewed everything, and I don't know if you can see in that left hand corner there's a little little hole there. To get the entire circuit off, there's a little pin. You have to take that pin out, remove the pin from the other side, then the whole thing will come out. That's just holding the the dial thing in, and that was an absolute pain in the backside to move, but I managed to do it anyway. And of course I found a little battery, it wasn't the right one, and I powered it up and it worked. So looking back at that bit of damage from when the battery leaked, you can see the spring is absolutely rusted and gunked up. And there's actually a good way of dealing with battery acid, and that is to use vinegar. Use malt vinegar, probably not the best one. White vinegar may be more preferable, but took it out and dunked it in there while I went about cleaning the rest of the radio with more vinegar. The old place looked like a chip shop after, but vinegar, hot water, etc. There's the circuit taken out, just needed a bit of cleaning up. Circuit tracks looked alright, there's no issues with the pads lifting or anything like that. Gave the potentiometer a spray with switch cleaner and the switch on the back for the medium wave long wave selection. Went about the case further, managed to pry it off the dial face. It was all glued in, and the glue had reacted with the battery acid and it was all flaky and horrible. But started to work on it, see what I can do. Mainly vinegar again. We used an old toothbrush to try and get in all the crevices, and soapy water just to try and get rid of the residue. Didn't use too much soap, just mild detergent, washing up liquid in a sandwich box. And you can see trying to get it right into the corners, it was a nightmare. There's the backing plate for the dial. Absolutely terrible, but cleaned up quite well. Managed to get it all back in place, as cleaned up as I could get it, and went on with a hot glue gun. And that's pretty much it. It was quite interesting. So, right, let's have a proper look at it. So here we have it, fully cleaned up as much as I can. It's round dial face. I couldn't get that cleaned up enough. I could have spray painted it black, but didn't really feel the need for it. Also round here, couldn't get cleaned up. Round the back, you got a bit in the corner. I have got some of this plastic cleaning stuff coming, so I'm going to try and clean it. So, open up that. Still a bit of battery acid. It's not really affecting anything. So let's put some batteries in it and see what we can pick up. Need to get some tape sponge as well. In fact, what band are we on? So we're going to start with medium wave band. I do live in where I live, it's electric smog everywhere, so we'll see what we can pick up.
A happy birthday to my sister Jane Underwood. Who's been a rock to the
BBC Wales by the sounds of it. Not going to stop on station because I don't want to get done by the copyright hammer.
Can see that there would be some kind of offence and try and empathise with you, but I saw an interview with Trisha Goddard last night.
It does get a bit if I turn up too much, it does the speaker does rattle a bit. So switch to long wave. I'm going to have to do some medium wave listening at night time.
He's like, no, that's it, I'm lying down now, I'm bored. Okay, mate, you lie down, that's fine. Yeah, they fold up like deck chairs. What really?
Radio 4, I think.
Tell me about your
5 Live, I don't know.
What is it about?
Not much doing on the long wave band at the moment. So, I'll switch that off. So what have I learned from this? Well, you can get rid of battery acid fairly easily. Not ready to write a radio off straight away. I'll say the radio still needs a bit of work, you know, the stuff on there. I'll have to go at this plastic cleaning stuff. I've enjoyed it actually. It's quite nice getting it working again. The question is, as the dog keeps woofing, am I going to get rid of it? Well, there was one on eBay when I was shooting the first part of this video for about £38. It was in far better condition. This bright work wasn't as scratched up. And I suppose I could stick it on eBay. I probably won't make much money off it, but I'm keeping this one for now, I think. I may recap it later. I may change the speaker if the speaker has gone a bit yeah, see, it rattles, so I don't know if that's bad design or it's just the speaker's on its way out. Did hear a bit of a pop though when I was tuning it. I don't know whether that's because the capacitors are going a bit funny or not. We'll have to see anyway, but that's about it for this video. I have got another another radio on its way that I'm going to try and clean up and restore. Again, it's one of those ones that I said it's not working, but you know, might just need a bit of switch cleaner down it and clean the case up. But anyway, until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you've not done so already, why not subscribe? All social media links are in the description box. And until next time, good DX, 73, and stay safe. See you in the next one.